This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the New England Patriots. Their meeting in Super Bowl 49 was thrilling. What's in store here? The Pats and Seahawks are underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run it here. This is James White, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Michael Kendricks coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on 4th down, the left-footed Ryan Allen to kick it away for the Pats. Returnable for Thomas. And that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 34. They begin with a run by Davis. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
18, 14.
Here's Wilson to throw. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check 51. Check 51. Gotta go.
On 2nd down, Davis. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
14.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Tempo. Gotta go.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And this is incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And it's 3rd down.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Here's Penny. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
And Janikowski bangs it through, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And now out come the Patriots. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's a... Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Brady. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Brady. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the 1st down. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. The throw left side, complete to Hogan. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary. And he lost the football, and the Seahawks have recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Baldwin with it over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Wilson. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And Janikowski bangs it through, and that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Now a play fake here on first down. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, Brady. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On second down, Michel. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Let's go.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
Wait, 20! 20!
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And the pressure gets to him again. Michael Kendricks in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play? Or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10.
Grenading! Clear. Gotta go.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. A dump off for Davis. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Penny, the 1st down carry, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Tempo, tempo. Fair.
Watch the twist.
Let's go, 14. Zebra. Set 50.
On 2nd down, Wilson. His throw caught right around the 6. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Wilson. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Penny will try to punch it in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny, as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. Out to kick is Janikowski. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
20!
Brady now on 1st down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. K.J. Wright coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, In fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Wilson now to throw on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Brady to throw on 2nd down. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Shotgun now for Brady. And able to find Dorsett. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. James White, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now 13-7. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. And out now come the Seahawks. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. To throw on 2nd down. Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Baldwin. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, a 22.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
36 power. Be ready for one word. Be ready for one word.
A handoff to Penny. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
19.
Again, it's Penny. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Hey. You got three. Three down. Shotgun. 12.
Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Letting one go deep for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Check 50. Hey.
They go back to the ground now with Penny. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Gotta go. 95.
On 3rd down, Wilson going for it all. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
So typically you'd say nice job defensively to force a decision on 4th down, but they've already gone for it once and converted, so you better make sure your defense stays out on the field and is alert.
And Janikowski bangs it through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but was 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because...
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Throw left side complete. That's Hogan. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, It's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Wait, 20! 54!
Now Brady got to have this one. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Edelman was the intended target. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
16, watch 16.
They'll run it now out of the gun. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. In for the score. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. They'll try and run it with Davis. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Out to kick is Janikowski. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Wait, 20!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And down he'll go at the 25. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and they're going to have a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. Open man, it's Allen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the hole.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Michael Kendricks able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Brady now to throw. This is White on the screen. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.